The rental listing had 500 perfect reviews. None of them mentioned the cameras hidden in every room. My husband Tom and I needed a getaway. 3 years of raising twins had worn us down to the bone. When we found a cabin in the mountains with a hot tub and a fireplace and reviews calling it magical, we booked it immediately. The host, a woman named Cheryl, seemed wonderful. She sent us detailed instructions for check-in. She recommended local restaurants and hiking trails. She texted to make sure we arrived safely. Everything felt perfect. The first night was exactly what we needed. Wine by the fire, a long soak in the hot tub under the stars. We felt like newlyweds again. Then I noticed the smoke detector. It was in the bathroom, directly above the shower. Something about it looked wrong. The angle was off. There was a tiny glint of light that shouldn't have been there. My stomach twisted. I stood on the toilet seat and looked closer. There was a camera lens hidden behind the plastic casing. My whole body went cold. My hands started shaking so badly I almost fell. I didn't scream because I didn't want whoever was watching to know I had found it. "Tom," I whispered when I got back to the bedroom. "We have a problem." That's when we started searching. We found 7 cameras total. The bathroom, both bedrooms, the living room, even the hot tub area where we had been relaxing without any clothes. Tiny lenses hidden in smoke detectors, alarm clocks, and decorative items. Someone had been watching everything. Tom wanted to confront Cheryl immediately. I stopped him. If she knew we found the cameras, she might destroy evidence. She might warn other hosts in whatever sick network she was part of. Instead, we called the police. The officers arrived in unmarked cars, so the neighbors wouldn't get suspicious. They documented everything. They traced the camera feeds to a computer system in Cheryl's primary residence. She had been recording guests for years. They arrested her at her home that same night. The investigation revealed that Cheryl wasn't working alone. She was part of a ring of Airbnb hosts who shared footage on private websites, thousands of videos of unsuspecting families, couples on honeymoons, people who thought they were alone in a private cabin. The footage of us had already been uploaded. I can't describe how that felt, knowing that strangers had watched my most intimate moments, knowing that those images were out there forever, impossible to delete completely. I threw up 3 times the night we found out. Tom held my hair back and told me it wasn't my fault. He said we couldn't have known. He said we did everything right by calling the police instead of running away. He was right, but knowing that didn't make me feel less violated. Cheryl pleaded guilty to avoid trial. She got 6 years in federal prison for producing and distributing the recordings. The other hosts in her network were tracked down over the following months. 11 people total. All of them went to prison. The rental company paid us a settlement that I'm not allowed to discuss. They also implemented new security protocols, requiring hosts to certify that their properties are camera-free. It's been 2 years now. I still check every room when we travel, every smoke detector, every alarm clock, every decorative item that could hide a lens. Tom says I'm obsessive. He's not wrong, but I don't care anymore. I started a blog about travel safety, how to spot hidden cameras, what to do if you find one, how to report hosts who violate your privacy. It gets thousands of visitors every month from people who want to protect themselves. Last week, a woman sent me a message. She found a camera in her rental because of my blog. She called the police. They arrested the host and found footage of over 200 previous guests, 200 families who never knew they were being watched. I cried when I read her message. Not from sadness this time, from relief. Something terrible happened to me, but I turned it into something useful. That's the only revenge that matters.